Have you ever looked at a plain brick house, noticed a 10-year-old sedan, and wondered whether the owner might secretly be richer than the loudest spender in town? That quiet question should jolt you awake. Right now, ordinary people are stacking real wealth in silence while the crowd scrolls and overspends. And you can do it too, simply by following a 5-step strategy that we will uncover soon. If you leave this video early, you will miss the single idea that turns pocket change into freedom. Miss one step and the engine stalls. Master them and you may own your time. Especially the 4th step, which, if learned well, can yield initial results in a week. Step 1. Spend less than you earn and lock the gap tight. Your income is a river, but every bill you accept punches a hole in the dam. Patch the holes and the water rises without extra rain. Quiet millionaires treat spending like defense. They drive reliable used cars, brew coffee at home, and upgrade only when value, not vanity, demands it. Grace, a modest secretary in Illinois, proved this rule with her life. She bought $90 of her company stock in 1935 and never let lifestyle creep steal her seed money. She kept the same small house, packed her lunch, and said no to debt. Over decades, reinvested dividends turned that tiny purchase into more than $7 million. Now contrast her with a famous performer who once earned $30 million a year. He built a giant mansion, hired 200 helpers, and filled a garage with luxury cars. A few years later, bankruptcy papers told the final story. Income is not wealth if spending outruns it. You do not need complex math to follow this step. Write your monthly take-home pay on paper, subtract must-pay items like rent, food, utilities, and insurance. Whatever remains is your freedom gap. Grow that gap by cutting forgotten subscriptions, cooking twice a week, or choosing a phone plan that fits your usage. Each dollar you rescue is a worker you can deploy later. Ignore this step and the plan dies before it starts. Step 2. Invest early, invest automatically, and never stop. Picture 2 friends, Sarah and Mike. Sarah puts $200 each month into a low-cost index fund starting on her 22nd birthday and stops after 8 years. Mike waits until 30, then invests the same amount every month until 65. Sarah contributes less than $20,000, Mike more than $80,000, yet Sarah finishes with the larger fortune. Her first dollars had 43 years to compound. Imagine each dollar as a seed. The sooner you plant, the taller the tree. That is compound interest. Interest earns interest. Dividends buy more shares, and the growth curve bends upward. Here is a simple picture. If you invest $100 at 8%, it doubles roughly every 9 years, turning into 200, then 400, then 800 without any extra deposits. Miss the first doubling and you lose more than you think. Delay planting and you miss the steep part of the curve. Automation is the secret sauce. Set a direct transfer the day your paycheck arrives so the money moves before you see it. This removes willpower and turns saving into background noise. Use broad index funds with very low fees. Fees are termites, they silently eat your wood. Ignore hot stock tips and remember Grace with her single purchase held for decades. The market will wobble, but time smooths the bumps. Never stop the contributions. Stopping is like pulling the starter cord on a generator and leaving before it powers the house. Do this tomorrow. Open an account, link your bank, choose the amount, press confirm. You will feel a jolt of fear followed by pride. That feeling is your money finally working overtime while you sleep. Step 3. Escape the status trap. The world claps for shiny toys because they broadcast success, but they also broadcast insecurity. A hidden millionaire sees them as handcuffs made of chrome. Ronald, a gas station attendant, drove an ancient pickup and wore plain flannel. Neighbours thought he lived paycheck to paycheck. When he died, he left over $8 million to the local library and hospital. He never paid for status. Compare that with influencers who lease luxury cars only for photos. Many carry more debt than cash, yet applause pushes them to borrow again. A car loses value the second it leaves the lot. Designer clothes fade, but the credit card bill lingers. The true flex is freedom. Freedom means choosing work you enjoy or no work at all, because investments pay the bills. If friends judge you by your shoes, change your circle, not your shoes. Status is sneaky because it feels normal to match the people around you. That is why quiet millionaires pick friends who lift them up rather than drag wallets down. Practical tip. When you want a luxury item, wait 30 days and write 3 ways it will truly improve your life. If the reasons are weak, let the desire fade. Choose invisibility over display and watch your bank balance shine brighter than any logo. And if you want to make it shine even more, join our free Telegram community with the link in the description, where we give you our strategies for the best business of the moment, but I'll talk more about it later. Step 4. Teach money skills at home so wealth survives the grave. Cash without guidance is like handing a sports car to a toddler. It will crash fast. Studies of sudden inheritors and lottery winners show many are broke within 5 years because they never learned to handle money. Smart parents break the curse early. They pay kids for real chores, send them to buy groceries with a list and a budget, and open savings accounts where interest is visible on the statement. They talk about money at dinner the same way other families talk about sports or weather. Questions are welcome, secrets are not. An early retiree called Mr. Money Mustache has his son repair bikes for neighbours. The boy earns, saves and invests before most teens hold a first job. If you do not have children, share knowledge with nieces, students or community groups, because teaching seals your own habits. Explain that a credit card is a tool, not free money. Show how one missed payment can double the cost of a phone. Demonstrate growth with a penny doubled every day for a month. Turn saving into a game where the prize is a family picnic paid for by dividends. When young minds see money working, they stop seeing spending as the only reward. Your legacy will be measured not by the dollars you leave, but by the wisdom attached to them. Step 5. Guard the millionaire mindset. Habits live in the mind, and the mind is shaped by input. Quiet wealth builders read biographies of patient investors, listen to thoughtful podcasts, and post goals on sticky notes by the coffee pot. They review spending weekly the way an athlete reviews game film. They celebrate small wins like adding $10 to an emergency fund, because progress fuels belief. They treat setbacks as tuition, not failure. When the market dips, they do not panic sell. They remember that sales at the store mean lower prices. A strong mindset is also honest. It tracks every cent, admits mistakes quickly, and adjusts without drama. To build this mindset, start a simple journal. Write the date, the money move you made, and one lesson you learned. In 30 days, you will see patterns that show where habits need trimming. Limit daily social media to 10 minutes and fill the freed time with learning a skill that raises your income. They set strict screen limits so their minds stay clear and creative. They replace gossip magazines with library books that sharpen earning power. A mind that feels abundant makes rational choices. Protect your mind, and your mind will protect your money. We have reached the hard truth. Skip any step, and the chain snaps. Overspend and the dam empties. Delay investing and compound interest leaves you trailing forever. Chase status, and you trade freedom for stress. Hide money lessons and the next generation scatters your work like leaves in wind. Ignore mindsets and doubt will turn minor dips into full retreats. The 5 steps are simple enough for anyone to carry, yet strong enough to lift an entire family tree. Use the steps together and no setback can keep you down. Your action plan starts now. Tonight, list every expense and cut one leak. Tomorrow, automate $50 into a low-cost index fund. At lunch, walk past a flashy window and say no. Teach a child with a coin jar after work. Read 5 pages of a money book before bed. 5 tiny moves in one day. Complete them, and the quiet machine begins to hum. Time will do the heavy lifting if you start. Do not delay, begin today. Soon you may be that quiet neighbour with a hidden fortune, especially if you join our completely free Telegram community with the link in the description, where we'll explain how to start a successful YouTube business without putting your face on the line. And the biggest proof that these strategies work is this channel. You can analyze it, and if you join the community, I'll share the exact strategies I use to grow it from scratch without investing a single dollar. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you soon in the Telegram community. I'll wait for you.